What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Heavy Water 77. I am Jerry, and with me, as always, the better half of the show, Joseph Staub. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. You always say that. It's never
Take it
true.
as a compliment.
I do, I do.
Yes. How you been, man? What's new? Nothing?
Doing good, busy,
Working?
busy, busy. We're a little behind on this one just because both of us have been going back and forth doing a lot of stuff lately. So we're 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 a little behind, but we're ready to get through this one. I'm excited to talk about this one.
We're dedicated, man. We're gonna soldier on. When no matter life gives us roadblocks, we're gonna crash right through them and give you guys some fucking Heavy Water 77. With that being said, Joe, what are we doing tonight, man?
Tonight we are revisiting a band we talked about a few weeks ago. We're going to be talking about the second Damn Yankees album, Don't Tread.
Anything about it?
Yeah, yeah, plenty. So this album was released August 11th, 1992, on Warner Brothers Records. Again, produced by Ron Nevison, just like the first album was. Um, I mean, they went pretty much right back into the studio after the success of the first album. And I mean, sounds like the record label was pretty happy with them after the first album. They kept the same producer. They went right back into the studio. The first album, like we said, was very successful, and they wanted to recreate that formula. And we'll see whether or not they accomplished it. Just success wise, this album didn't do quite as good as the first one. But then again, think about this is 1992. This is not 1990 anymore. This is
Right.
there's this little band called Nirvana that's out bebopping around the charts by the time this album comes out. And honestly, I think they were lucky to even hit number 22 on the charts in
Right.
1992. This album did go gold, but as we'll talk about when we get to the follow up project in a couple weeks, things didn't turn out so well after that for Damn Yankees. But
No.
we can discuss that when we get to that in a few weeks when we get to the Shaw Blades album. But yeah, is there anything else that you had about this one there, Jerry?
Yeah, man, I have not listened to this album in a long time. I remember loving it, man. So like I was excited to do this. And then I listened to it. I had to like, is this the same album that I liked? I gotta be honest with you, man. This wasn't a there's
It's
times
not
where
as good
there's
as the first one.
no, it's not. And I hate to say that, but there's one person that saves every song on this album, and we know who that is. But let's just get into it.
Yeah,
Let's start with the title track. Don't tread on me, man.
yeah. No, this is the best thing on the album. This is a fantastic song. This would have fit right on the first album. I mean, this it's heavy, it's catchy. There's some great changes in this song. This was one of the hits. This is one they still play this song on Hair Nation all the time on Sirius XM. They play this on the radio quite a bit. This is really the only one. Even there was a decent hit on this album, but I don't hear that one pretty much anywhere anymore. But they you hear the
Right.
title track quite a bit. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's my favorite song on the album. I love this song. The harmonies are amazing on this. I love the little middle section where it gets slow after that chorus. All I want is
Yeah.
you. That part and that cool little guitar solo that really it takes me back to Stranglehold. That little the kind of quiet little guitar solo that kind of builds up as it goes on.
Yeah.
And I mean, this you put the CD in, you start track one, and you get this. You're like, yes, let's go. Here we go, and then we'll see what happens after this. But it's a great start to the album. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, this is my probably my favorite Damn Yankees song. I was like, when I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna kick some serious ass. Um, love it. Heavy rocking tune. I mean, Jack isn't really known for being what do you call it, one of the best bass players in the world, but it's nice to hear his bass a little bit in this song, by itself at times. But and one thing about Jack Blade songs that he does, he always has Tommy do these breaks, these interludes in the middle. I
Mm-hmm.
think they sound fantastic, and this one's no exception. I think Tommy sounds great. And I want to say it, man. Right now, Ted Nugent is the one all-star of this album with his
Yep.
guitar playing. I mean, if there is anybody else playing this guitar in this album, I'd rate it even lower than I think I'm probably going to rate it. But and Michael Corleone does. I think he's a great drummer. I mean, of course, he
Yeah.
gets no zero respect out of this band because he's a
Well,
lesser
yeah. When
known
you
guy. But
when your bandmates are Jack Blades, Tommy
yeah,
Shaw, and Ted Nugent, you're
so
not going to be the one getting the name recognition here.
yeah, mad respect for him. And this is we're off to a good start. Woohoo! All right, we got the next track, 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yeah, no, this one I track two. I as well. I had not listened to this entire album in a very long time. If it, I don't know if I've actually listened. There's a couple tracks I'm like, do I know this one or not? But I feel like I had listened to it at one point, but it's been a very long time. So a lot of these tracks were really fresh for me. Um, I really like this one. It's a cool bluesy rockin' Tommy track. There's some great harmonies. Again, Ted on the guitar is what carries pretty much this entire album. This song's another great example of it. I think this is a cool second track. I think that we haven't hit some of the trouble spots yet, in my
Right.
opinion, on this album.
Yeah. I think we might be called Ted Nut Swingers after this episode, man. So
Uh
we'll see. Uh, but man, I don't like this song, man.
huh.
I don't remember it, but there's probably a reason for that. It's got this really annoying guitar effect at the beginning. I don't really care for it. It's not that they try to repeat the previous song but failed. Doesn't have that catchy "Damn Yankees" chorus, which I like. Kind of boring in my opinion, man. Some solid fills from Ted, and of course that guitar solo, man, is fucking classic Ted. I mean, so yeah, don't not a big fan of this track. So we move on to the next song, which was I think a moderate hit, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going now?
Yeah, this was the biggest hit on the album, but it only went to number 20, which was a sign of the times. I mean, this it just wasn't what was hitting the top of the charts anymore. So, um, it is an attempt to recreate the singles from the last album. 100%. This is an attempt for another, probably more of a come again than a high enough. Uh, I don't think it is nearly as good as either one of those songs. I think this is a bit of a mediocre version of that. I think there's some catchy parts to it, but I really this is not one of my favorite tracks on the album. I'm not a really big fan of this one.
I never liked it, if I remember right, and I definitely don't like it now. It's kind of dreadful, actually. I do love Tommy's acoustic guitar playing, just about everything he does. Sounds good. But you said it right away. I think they tried to create high enough and Here I Come again on this track,
Yeah.
but failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
Overindulgent chorus. I don't get this
Yeah.
chorus just sounds so ugh. Yeah. It gets on my nerves actually, which is again, the Tommy Shaw, one of my favorite musicians of all time. It hurts me to say. Plus sides, vocally, I think it sounds good. The harmonies are always going to be good, no matter if the song's good. A few other things, but I don't want to spend too much time on this song, man, because I'll just piss myself off. But yeah, yeah, never liked it, still don't like it. So let's move on to the next song, Dirty Dog.
Mhm. Wow. Mhm. Right from that opening drum beat, which boy, they want to be Aerosmith so bad, don't they?
Ragdoll living in a movie.
Uh-huh. Yep. Between the drum beat and the freaking fake horns and the which again, before anyone accuses us of not being able to tell the difference between real and fake horns, I don't know if they're fake. They sound fake, and that's
I
that's
did I
worse
did
than if they
look.
were fake.
I did look and it said it's got real horns and real strings. So it
Well,
is
that's
real.
unfortunate because they sound fake as hell. And that's I'd almost rather they would have just played the keyboard horns because at least then they're trying to be Aerosmith. This just failed. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. The cheesy lyrics, the cheesy production. This sounds like they want to be a cheesy '80s Aerosmith album, which is not faithful to what they were on the last album at all. I don't know what the goal was here. I don't know if it was just like somebody got in their ear about, hey, you should do something that sounds like this. You do something that sounds like this. This doesn't sound like them. And clearly, I mean, you look at the title track, they still know how to write songs that sound like them. So
True. Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with this, but this is horrific. This is easily the worst thing on the album for me. Oh lordy, is this bad?
Yeah. First line I got, thought this was Ragdoll for a minute when I first heard it. I don't remember this song, and then again, another reason why I don't remember because it's absolutely horrible. You mentioned the horns, just don't get it. This is actually if Ted Nugent wasn't on this would be a fucking Tommy Shaw solo album song, I think.
Yeah,
Um, but
maybe
yeah,
one of the worst ones too. Honestly,
yeah, I don't like this song, man. And there's probably a reason why I haven't went back to this album or remember these songs. But yeah, ugh, dreadful. Oh, let me go to Mr. Please.
if you just turn this into an instrumental, it would be great because there's some cool acoustic at the beginning, then it goes into this really cool rocking section with Ted ripping it up on the guitar again. Ted saving this. The vocals, what is that effect on the vocals, man? When it
It
gets
sounds
to
like
that
Mickey
rocking
Mouse.
section, yeah. What is that? Like, it just ruins the entire song. Like, what
Yeah,
are they thinking? Like, this is so bad. And
yeah,
it sucks because we loved that first album so much. And then I was going into this, like, I knew the title track. I was like, oh, this is going to be another great rocking album. And I'm just like,
yeah,
what is this?
yeah.
Like, again, if this was just an instrumental song with a cool acoustic intro into this really cool rocking section, I'd love it.
Right.
It's awful. The
Yeah.
vocals just completely ruin it.
Yeah, my first line is, "What the fuck is this?" This is not the album I remember, as I said. Kind of beginning, it kind of sounds like we're going into Air Supply territory, which isn't bad if you're Air Supply. I expect that from Air Supply. With some really cool little Ted licks over it, which made it palatable. Oh, wait, starts rocking a little bit here, but man, it goes nowhere. Big pass for me. The vocals are weird, like you mentioned. Mickey Mouse sounding is what I have. I actually here feel like making love a little bit on this riff, dude. Dun dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. So
Yeah.
we're kind of are we trying to do this Bad Company and Aerosmith back to back ripoffs? I don't know, but
It
anyways,
sounds like they don't know what they want to be, which is
right.
weird because they had a sound and they had hits. I don't know what the deal is here. Was there
Yeah.
just people in their ear saying you got to sound like this, you got to sound like this, or what was it?
I mean, maybe there was a reason, reason that we know that why that third album wasn't released. But
Mm-hmm.
after hearing this, there might be some new reasons, in my opinion, why it wasn't released. But there's a break around the 320 mark, excuse me, which I think is pretty decent sounding, but it ends the same way it started. Fucking lame. Yeah, this is terrible. Very disappointed, man. I really am. Then we move on. Oh, Silence is Broken.
This is a Tommy Shaw solo song right here. Mm-hmm. This is generic power ballad, mid tempo. It's nice. I mean, it's better than the last three songs, but like, what? This is not what we got from the last album. This is not what I was hoping for. This is not what I was expecting. This is not good. It is a mediocre mid tempo ballad,
Yeah.
and I was expecting a lot better from this.
Yeah. Oh man, this is terrible. I had the same exact note. It sounds like a leftover again from a Tommy solo album. Again, Tommy's voice sounds good. Don't get me wrong, but this song just is total averageville for me. That's where it belongs. That's where it's going to stay. Um, expecting a really good big chorus, never really happened. Thank God again, Ted Nugent. He salvages what's little good about this fucking song. There's kind of a slow part after the solo, which I kind of like, but then that awful fucking chorus comes back in and ruins it. The last minute is actually the best part of the song. There's the ahs and the lead work, the whatever the fuck's going on there, lead work. It sounds okay, but man, the song as a whole is a big, big, big no for me, dog. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So then we move on to Firefly.
All right, this is where I started to get pissed. Um, because this on paper is the kind of song that we loved on the last album. Fast and Furious, heavy rock and track. But on this album, it's just wrong. It's sanitized. The production is so slick and clean and thin, and it cuts the balls right off this song. The lyrics are awful. Like it's like this is one of those where on the last couple tracks it's like they didn't know what to be. On this track, it's like okay, we got to write a song that sounds like us, but their heart's not in it, and it's just not good. And this is where I started to get pissed off because I'm like, okay, you can wander all over creation and write songs that don't sound like you that suck. I get that. But when
All
you
right.
write a song that sounds like it should have been something good off the last album, and even that sucks, that's where I start to get a little pissed off. Because
All
even Ted can't save this song because the production just neuters his playing on this one for some reason. This song even doesn't even sound production wise like the rest of the album. It sounds thinner, it sounds slicker, and I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the last few songs, I'll take it. I'm not saying
Oh
I love
yeah.
it, but it's a step up, which isn't really saying much. Again, it's that typical Jack Blade song where he has Tommy come in and do the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
It worked a little bit. That's probably the best part of the song is the bridge. Carloni's drums, I think, are really good on this track. But there's even I can't recall Ted and Tommy doing a harmony guitar lead for a couple minutes. I think it's the only song I think they've done that with. That
Yeah.
sounds okay, but man, you're right about this being sanitized, man. It sounds very diluted, man. I don't. It's very, 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 very disappointed in this album. And like I said 5 times already, there's a reason why. I guess now I have not gone back to this album, and so far there's no reason to go back, and I probably won't be going back to it for a while. So, what else here? La 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 la. We move on to "Someone to Believe," right? Yeah, "Someone to Believe."
Yep. I mean, this is another decent Tommy track. It's better than the last couple that he had here. I like there's a cool mix of instrumentation here. There's some acoustic with the electric. And I think that for this album, it's pretty good. I mean, it would be a generic filler song on the last album or even on some of the other albums we've covered on here. For this album, it's good, though, which I don't know how much that says about the song itself, but I'll take this song, honestly.
Yeah, actually, we got some harmonica here. Wow, interesting. Other than that, I think we heard this song on the last album. Very formulaic, very soft. We've been down this road a couple times on this album, a couple already on the last album. But I get it. I mean, this is where the money's at. This is where the radio friendly hits come in. This is what they probably I think they tried to do with this one. I don't know. But Ted comes in, does the best he can with his heaviness and plays it with some great guitar work. So trying to find the positives, that's all I'm going to say about this song. I'm not going to say it sucks, even though I think it does. All right, This Side
Whoops.
of Hell.
Yeah, no, this is one of the better tracks on the album, definitely. This is a heavy rocking track that the production doesn't neuter. I really dug this one. This definitely it's probably the best song on the album since the first two. Um, I definitely dig this song. Really, really like this one. Again, if you put this on the last album, I don't know where it would rank for me, but on this album, this is definitely a breath of fresh air. I really like this song.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love the gritty vocals from Jack on this one. It has a great chorus. Great fills, harmonies, both vocally and guitar wise, are awesome. This sounds like a Damn Yankees deep track song,
Yeah,
which we knew on the last album. Heavy, straightforward, unapologetic, and I unapologetically fucking awesome. I will toot Ted Nugent as a guitar player all day long, despite other problems with Ted Nugent. But guitar wise, he's a fucking master, and he's awesome on this song. And Jack has these awesome screams at times, which I really dig. It's almost like it feels like he's straining, but it sounds really cool. So yeah, I'm glad we're back. We finally have a really decent song. So we'll move on to the next song, which is Double Coyote.
yeah, this is a cool bluesy track. It's got a ZZ Top feel at points. Of the songs where they're trying to be anybody but themselves, this is probably one of the better ones on the album. Uh, of them trying to sound different. I mean, it's not a great track, but I'll definitely take it over most of this album. I think it's a decent little track. I think it works for the band. I think it plays to some of their strengths. And again, Ted Nugent does a great job on this track, guitar wise. I'll take this one. It's not exceptional, but I'll definitely take it over most of this album.
Yeah, I agree. This is okay, man. Very bluesy. Nice surprise, actually. I probably Tommy's best song on the album. Maybe it is. Got
Yeah,
some nice oohs and ahs during it, which I like. Ted and his never failed lead work. Kind of has that shoes feeling to it off Crystal Ball, that type of feel
yeah,
to it, which I love that song. So good for him
yeah.
for going back in that type of
Yeah. I think this song
songwriting.
you take shoes and you put a little bit more ZZ Top in it. I think that's right where this song
Right.
is.
Yeah. Good song. Good song.
Yeah.
So we end it with of course, we're going to end it with a Nugent vocal uprising. What do you got?
I'll tell you what, as much as I want to say that this album has really, really let me down, they closed it out well. I really, really dig this track. It's a longer track. It's almost 6 minutes long, I think. Um, they take some chances on this one. They go some places. There's some really great harmonies, solid vocals from everybody, really good playing on this one. I really, really think this is a great way to close out the album. They started out the album with a great track. They closed out the album with a great track. It really, really sucks that everything else in the middle couldn't be better,
Yeah.
but I think that this is a really, really solid closing track.
Yeah, I mean, great drum intro. I like it. It's fast. It's always cool to end an album with a great heavy nudes track. I admit I probably do like Pile Driver a little bit better, but this song's
Oh,
is
definitely.
okay, man. I will take it compared to most of this album. Vocally, I think Nugent sounds great.
Hmm.
Fucking his tremolo effects on the guitar on this one are amazing, dude. Yeah, as a guitar player, you just have to respect Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
It's above average song for this album, but just it doesn't save the album though as a whole.
Oh God, no.
But thank you, Ted, for you're definitely the star of this album. You are the one that gave this album. Like I said, without Nugent on this one, I don't know. It seems
Yeah,
like I
this
don't
this
know.
this
Maybe
would be a
yeah, it seems like maybe Ted or Tommy and Jack got together in the studio and said, "Hey, Ted, can you come in and do a couple of solos real quick and leave?" I don't know. I you
see
hear
the thing,
Ted,
and
but how involved is he with the songwriting? I don't
which the
know.
thing, and the thing that sucks is I know what's coming, and I know that I've really, at least from the last time I listened to it, now I'm a little worried because of, my mind's been lying to me a little bit lately with some of these
Right?
albums.
Mine too.
I thought I really enjoyed the Shaw Blades album that we're going to cover in a couple weeks. So like,
Yeah.
is it Tommy and Jack that were like the weak links here, or what's going on? Or was just because I
Yeah.
know that album generally is a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more acoustic based. It has a little bit more of like the kind of it's a more harmonic album. The Shaw Blades album. So like, were they just not feeling the heavier stuff? Like, what were they? What was going on here? It just it feels very disjointed. It feels like there was not a creative vision for this, where there was one for the last album.
Right. Absolutely. And I think the first Shaw Blades album was actually supposed to be parts of the next Damn
It
Yankees album,
was,
if I remember right. Yeah.
yeah,
But we'll talk about that when it comes around.
yeah.
All right. Well, that is our review of Don't Tread from
Well,
Damn.
there is a bonus track that I do want to bring up
Oh,
that
go ahead.
I
I
listened
didn't
to.
catch it. Go ahead.
There's a bonus track called Bone Stripper. It was originally a song that they recorded for the Nothing But Trouble soundtrack. Uh, and if you put it on the album, it will be one of the best tracks on the album.
Is it a Nugent
It's
vocal?
I don't think so. I think it's a
Sounds like
Jack
it sounds like a
Blades.
Nugent. Okay. Sounds like a Nugent song. You know what I mean? Bone
It's either
Stripper. Yeah.
I didn't pay enough attention. It's either Jack Blades or Nugent. I think it's
Oh,
Jack
okay.
Blades, but it's
All
a
right.
heavier track. It's a good track. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's better than almost everything on this album.
All right.
It definitely
Cool.
reminds me more of the first album than this album, but I would definitely recommend checking that out. It's on YouTube. You can find it pretty easily. But I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a much better song than most of the stuff on this album.
Awesome. I need to check that out. I don't think I remember that one either, if I've even heard it. So yeah, curious. But thank you all for oh, first of all, what's next on our list, man?
Let me consult the list here. Next, we're going to be looking at an album that I thought came out in the '80s, but apparently Wikipedia lied to me. Uh, we're going to be looking at JY's second solo album out on a day pass.
I don't remember a single song on it, but I liked his first one, so I'm hoping this one is just as good, hopefully. But
Yep.
anyway, all right, guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and checking us out. Appreciate all the comments, good and bad. Uh, we still have a lot of stuff to cover with Sticks, man. So don't go anywhere. Joe, thank you very much, my friend, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.